we'll save the talk to in between hands. So like now, so it's just like, people tend to like misinterpret information or get out of line. So definitely coaching sites, they tend to be very conservative about what they tell people to play on the tighter side. But you're obviously personal coaching, like one-on-one or like a lot of attention, so you can like micromanage a lot.
I do, and that's the thing is I actually do micromanage. Unfortunately, I don't want to leave any room for misinterpretation or miscommunication.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, or 5. Where you can only play trips as 3-card tricks and only pairs as 2-card tricks.
150.
You can't play like 4
So
cards.
JMC opens to 150 on the gun plus 2.
Do you think it's a bit light? He's 10 off.
I don't, based on game dynamic.
Okay.
Oh, you're talking about
300. Raise to 300.
Yeah.
How do you like the 7/7 re-raise then?
I don't like the sizing. I don't mind the 3-bet at all. I don't like the sizing.
You make it like 400 or 450?
I make it like 450, 475, yeah.
It is true, but Ace is the second best card. It's in there.
I think
And this,
Oh
this,
my
this
gosh.
sizing,
Did Ryan call in the big blind with King 10 of clubs?
right, so this sizing
It allows people.
induces this.
Yeah.
I'm thinking it's 150. Is it cool?
It's a
I think the sizing would have been better if you had like suited cards, but yeah, with 7s, you're just, you're flopping a set or trying to take it down on the flop. That's, you don't have much, drawing power.
Sorry.
Oh, you didn't call yet.
Wait, I don't understand. I thought he put chips in the pot.
I thought you did too, but I guess not.
Oh, he thought it was 150 instead of 300.
I just think these chips are cool. Okay. And we never use them, so I just want to use them.
But one of the good things about Keefe is he like screws with the hand ranges, the betting ranges, so it's really hard to like put him on stuff.
Right.
So it's.
I mean, there's no scenario where
Re-raise.
there's a fold here. It's either calling or raising.
1150.
Wow, he just re-raised.
Right.
1150. Heads up.
Keefe continues.
Yeah, so this is something where the way that we would have done it would not have induced this, but now he's like in position with 7s, and it's a pretty good spot long term.
And this is a pretty good flop for Keefe.
1500 actually makes the most sense.
For sure, yeah.
Like we should use that. And so I saw it.
And this is a big problem, 4-betting out of position with like
And then one day I saw
a weaker hand. Like you're just
Yeah.
not going to hit that often. You can rep the board, but
So I was like, next time
He's going to go for the C-bet.
It's funny that they've
What do you think he's going to bet? 1150?
so far.
what's the pot?
2375.
1200.
Okay, you're pretty close. And Keefe knows his image.
He just ripped.
Yeah. Keefe knows his image.
Nice hand, Keefe. Nice
See, that's the
hand.
thing. Like, we would have been critical of Keefe's small raise, but look at now he's just pillaged the hand so much better than we would have.
But we
later.
can't be results oriented.
I know.
Right?
I'm just saying, like, this is a situation we can't even be in the way that we play the hand.
Right.
4-6. All right. This is 1200.
How often do you think JMC is turning his ace-10 into a bluff when we make it 450 instead of 300?
Almost never. He's like almost instantly folding.
So you think that extra 150 just
Induced
eliminates?
Yeah, I think
Just
so.
eliminates the inducement.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's my opinion. I mean, we have to actually be in the situation and know, because a lot of times it's like you suppose a lot and then,
the man, the
doesn't.
myth, the legend.
Ryan Feldman's talking about the man, the myth, the legend, Keefe.
How you doing?
Look at you. How much you got there, man?
Well, look, it's like 6,000. 6.6 to call, and he almost has odds to call,
Right.
but he can't. So
What do you
Keefe's in a
think-
win-win situation here.
What do you think JMC is putting Keefe on right now?
I mean, that's the thing. Keefe's been, he's been
I don't even know if you actually have a side.
capable of bluffing in this spot with like just absolutely nothing. So I think JMC's trying to get like a read on how comfortable.
Do you think
Keefe
that
is.
Keefe balances this acting, what he's doing right now, well? Because
Because
I feel like if this is a pure bluff,
yeah,
100%.
you're not acting this way.
I agree. I think Keefe's pretty comfortable with things both ways, and this is easy for us to say because we see the whole cards.
Absolutely
Right.
true.
But
But like in general, like when I'm out on the tables
yeah,
and I see someone lean back in their chair, start talking, smiling, taking drinks, like really comfortable, unless like
I think he's trying to sell that it's a bluff.
Just like 12 sessions of it.
Like the way he's like posturing, he's like you know, on Keefe, like he's like leveling.
I mean, he could just be a monster, right? And just
yeah,
like
he has
massive
been
balance.
though. He has been. I'm pretty sure at this point he doesn't want to call.
Chat, tell me what you guys think. Do you think this behavior and mannerisms is strength or weakness?
He like won a huge pot off and just like instantly said, "Oh."
And try to forget that we can see the hands. Like from the track record of the things that you've seen at a table.
Yeah,
And he gets the fold.
expected to fold, but
Yeah.
no. It's
I got a question for you. Do you
Yeah.
think Keefe wanted a call after he tanked that long?
no. I don't think so.
You don't think so at all? You don't think that Keefe is putting him on ace high almost all the
Wait till
time?
after the blinds?
It just depends, cause like, what if he has 8s or 9s or like
Oh, I agree
10s
with
or
you.
right.
I'm just kind of gauging
Yeah.
what you're.
I played with
because-
Keefe a lot over the years, mostly in limit hold'em actually.
Because he might be a sicko enough to want to call with ace high, right?
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
And Harry's in the game.
Okay, so if he saw the hand, he would definitely want the call because he's a sicko. But I think the way that it was playing down, he was okay with a fold.
So, question for you. Let's say same amount of money's on the line, potential 12K pot.
Okay.
We're just doing 25.
You have 2 7s on a king deuce board.
Yeah.
Your opponent shows you ace 10. Do you want the call after you rip?
For the question pots, we're
No.
Really?
No, because
all day I want the call.
okay.
All day. Really? How come?
Oh, one person.
Because when you always have them with 0% chance of winning, it
obviously.
it's the growth is just better.
Yeah.
I hear you.
He just got in.
So
ju-
even
I'm-
though long term wise you want the call equity wise, but you know it's
I can't help but try to capitalize on small edges.
I just can't believe it.
Yeah.
Especially from my online background,
sure,
it's like
sure.
I just got to pound the small edges.
51.
I think there's also a psychological impact live when you have to fold. Even if it's a good fold, it's always psychologically tolling on you. Like, if you make say I'm bullying you, you make a fold, it's right. I show you, okay, whatever. You're like, okay, but nobody feels good about folding. So I bully you again. And like third time, fourth time, it doesn't matter if you're right the first 3 times. Like, psychologically, it takes a toll on you.
Right, it's just a gambler's fallacy, right? It's like
Yeah.
it's always going to be 50-50 when you flip the coin. It's always like it's never just because it was tails 4 times doesn't mean it's going to be tails the 5th time
Yeah.
or heads the 5th time.
Yeah, and one of the things I think just everybody in general, it's human to wear down. So even if you're sharp, you get the first read right, the second read right, third. At some point down the line, your reads start getting fuzzy,
25.
Okay.
and you know you can make
7.
Maybe
Oh, he's out.
lunchtime?
Ace.
folds or calls that you wouldn't necessarily have made earlier in the session when you were sharper. So that's another reason why I think there's something beyond just the math equity, like getting people to fold and getting a psychological, what Lyman would say, psychological ascendancy on people.
Right.
Everyone's 16.